So, starting this vlog, the weekly vlog off on a Sunday, the day before. Hey everybody, welcome to Gorjess Days. It's your girl Jess. Here I talk about weight loss, my life, my health, mental journey, and all the great things. Tomorrow I start my first day of work again since October of last year. So in order to be successful, I have tracked my meals and I have packed my lunch. So some of the stuff is in here, some is not. So my breakfast is not in here because I'm just gonna make it tomorrow morning in the morning. My part of my lunch is not in here because it's tuna. It's in the fridge. But I'm gonna show you guys what I've packed in my lunchbox so far. So I just got finished getting together my vitamins. I want to be more mindful about taking these earlier in the day instead of just taking them all like now at 7:53 like I just did. So my vitamins are all packed and ready to go. I'm packing a protein water just in case. I know that I tend to get busy when I'm doing stuff at work, busy in general, and I forget to eat, so I will drink. So I'm hoping that keeping this in here with me in case I do get too busy to eat will give me some protein and some nutrients. I packed, this is with like air puffed popcorn. This is in the pancake flavor. This is a serving size for 150 calories. It's really good. Just a nice sweet and salty type snack. I tracked it as lunch. Putting in an energy drink because I have not been drinking as much coffee, and I'm also not drinking a ton of energy drinks, but I have not been sleeping great the past couple of days, so I don't know if I'm going to be tired. I don't know how it's going to be going back to work, so I'm just putting one in here just in case. Always be prepared. Some unsweetened applesauce. I put this in here. I honestly think I'm going to eat this after I work out, do my second workout at home, which will be after work tomorrow. But I'm just putting it in here just so it's already like out. So like basically when I come back in from outside, I could just grab this and eat it. And then I packed my Pop-Tart. This has been my pre-workouts. So I probably eat this like when I'm like 2 or 3 minutes away from home, just to get prepared because I plan on coming home, saying hi to the kids, checking in with their day, and then going to work out. Being outside to work out by 4 o'clock. It's my plan and my goal. I also made tuna salad for lunch. That's going to be my lunch tomorrow, is tuna salad. And then I'll show you guys my breakfast and stuff in the mornings. But yeah, lunchbox.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes. Baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down when I hit the...
Hey everybody, welcome to another gorgeous day with your girl Jess. Happy Monday. Today is my first day going back to work. I just want y'all to let that sink in, that I've not been to work since October. I got up this morning, I worked out, so now it's 5:48. I wake the kids up around 6:15. I am going to basically get into making breakfast, getting lunch just prepared. all of those great, wonderful things. Use the bathroom, all that great stuff. Read my little 10 pages this morning, hopefully. So for breakfast, I'm going to be having a keto bagel that I get from Aldi with avocado egg salad type situation on top. BJ asked for bagels last night. Jayla. Sorry, I didn't have it with me. Jayla asked to try out these Pop-Tarts. I had one of these yesterday. It's pretty good. So I'm pull that out. And I kind of like to get everything laid out and then just go through the motions. So that's what I'm about to do. Okay, this is my breakfast. Jayla's breakfast. BJ's breakfast. He might eat a banana with his. I might eat a banana with mine. Jayla normally will just eat this and be fine. But yeah.
Sound you should lie on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
So I'm in here prepping lunch. This is gonna be my lunch for tomorrow. I'll give you the calories for it because I've already kind of planned it out. Let's see. So this whole thing will be $4.37. I'm also gonna eat it with some unsweetened applesauce. I'm just tired, y'all. So I used the chicken that I showed y'all on the clip prior. I used one of these 70 grams of corn and 65 grams of black beans. And here we are, a nice hearty lunch that I may or may not eat. Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. I have not I've not been on camera since Tuesday. It's Wednesday morning. I'm packing my lunch. I showed you guys my lunch. I believe this is just like a repeat. I'm going to try to film what I eat in a day video today. We shall see, or TikTok, we shall see how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to switch out my battery. So what I'm taking today is I have some oranges. I have my mashed potatoes, chicken, fajita chicken, black beans, and corn situation. I have a protein bar, Built Bar, caramel almond. I just bought 2 boxes of their Shamrock ones tomorrow. Who has a problem? I have a problem. Vitamins, some baked Southwest Ranch chips from Aldi, and then I always carry a protein 2.0, which I don't drink, but I think I'm gonna drink this one today. I'm gonna try to. If not, I'm gonna drink it later. And then this energy drink just in case. I haven't needed it, so there's that. But that's what's in my lunchbox. And then I'm about to make breakfast. I'm about to make Peppermint Matcha Latte situation. I'm using this and Premier Proteins Winter Mint Chocolate. I think I'm gonna do a cold foam on top. So I pulled out my half and half, but we shall see. Oh, Okay, so while I make this, which I've already tried, so my breakfast is going to be 403 calories and have 52.5 grams of protein in it. I've been trying to make sure my protein levels are up. I'm just emptying out my shake into my cup. It's going to be probably a little bit higher than that because I'm going to put some honey mustard on top, but I don't track my condiments anymore, especially when I'm like really light-handed about it, so I don't have like a ton. But yeah, so I'm gonna use my milk frother, but I'm also going to add a little bit more peppermint to this because it's just like, it's not gonna be enough. But gonna mix it by hand. So I've been trying to do a more reverse dieting. So I've been increasing the amount of calories I eat per day to see if that helps. I'm afraid because my milk frother isn't gonna go like all the way down, to see if that helps me with weight loss, because I don't think I eat enough calories, especially when I burn so much doing 2 workouts a day. So yeah, I'm not gonna measure out how many pumps I put in here because this is sugar free. That for sugar free. But yeah, I need to get through these last peppermint ones I have. Alright, but yeah, so I've been increasing the amount of calories I eat in a day, which to some may seem like kind of crazy. And I've been borderline between, like, I haven't gained weight but I haven't lost it either. Like I said, it's a process to get your mind out of thinking, I don't want that much, out of thinking that you, that you don't need calories at all, or you have to be in such an extreme deficit. And I am trying to rid myself of binge eating. So this is where we are. I will say that it's hard to get up in the morning. Move that over there. It's hard. Oh, well, you don't need to see it. But it's hard to wake up and your scale doesn't move. To wake up and the scale doesn't move or it stays consistent. So that was just 3 tablespoons of half and half, and then like half a tablespoon of the syrup. But that's my thing. I'll talk to you guys more about it. The mornings are hard for me, but I just wanted to show y'all me making something that's not traditional. Like I said, this week has been, well, I haven't said it, this week has been crazy. I will talk to you guys more about being a sub and all those great things. Yeah, we're gonna have a sit down talk, but that's probably gonna be later in the week. I'm just trying to get used to going back to work and getting my kids used to me being back at work, even though we are out of the house for about the same amount of hours. It's just since we moved I haven't worked, so there's that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I know I've been missing in action this whole entire week. I promise I'll explain to you guys tomorrow. Today is Friday. I think I missed the whole day of doing anything with y'all. Your girl is tired, but I've come to a lot of revelations and all that good stuff. But Built Bar had these. I don't know if they're still gonna be out by the time y'all see this, but they were the white chocolate Shamrock shakes, because I am a Shamrock shake, or not Shamrock shake, Shamrock bar, but because I'm a Shamrock shake fan, I thought I would give this a go. Plus it's white chocolate, and I tend to like most of their white chocolate things, so we're gonna do our first taste test together. Okay, hopefully hopefully y'all can see me. I don't know, we're gonna hope and pray. But this is what they look like. 150 calories, 17 grams of protein. Typical Built Bar fashion. Looks like this. Smells like mint. It's good. I probably prefer the mint brownie ones to this one, but it's not bad. If you like mint, you'll like these. Okay, so a while ago I told y'all before I started working, I believe, that I bought a planner. Today is the first day I've opened it. I'm really gonna try to stick to this. I need things that I can see, so I know what to accomplish. My ADHD just will not let me be great. On top of that, we're gonna talk about this. So I am no longer tracking. I am no longer doing Weight Watchers. I'm not calorie counting right now. Right now I'm just vibing to my own natural me self. But I am incorporating the food journal, so I want to write down everything I eat. I still measure like foods to make sure that there are serving sizes, but I just want to gather what a serving size will look, and then I can deem if I want a little bit more or a little less, that sort of thing, instead of just guesstimating. But I'm not doing that. Like, I don't measure everything. Certain things, like when you see me measure like liquids and coffee, I do that because I'm heavy-handed, and yeah. But we're starting today as far as this food journal thing goes. Hopefully my other battery is charged so I can actually sit down and talk to you guys. Hold on. Okay. I only put on something on my lips because I felt like they were dry and probably already look crusty because I might as well be. So let me update y'all. I'm trying not to talk too long because y'all know how winded I get with talking. I'm a talker, believe it or not. I'm an introvert who loves talking on this camera. I like being around people that vibe along the same line as me, but I could be a talker, over talker when I want to be. So let me update y'all on this week and close out this vlog, because I'm be quite honest with y'all, I wasn't really here this week, and it has a lot to do with me starting this new job. So I learned a lot about myself this week. I've been an emotional wreck this week. I have been grossly tired, ready to give up on everything, ready to quit 75 hard, ready to say, man, F this, I'm out. Pretty much it's been like my vibe or my mood the whole entire week. So Well, I started working as a substitute. I don't think I've ever really discussed like or told y'all about the ins and outs of it, but I basically I joined this company to do substitute teaching. I was hoping to get into elementary school to do substitute teaching, or at least be able to pick what schools I wanted to go to or whatever, but to focus primarily on elementary education so that I could use that to get certified to like actually be a teacher in the school system, right? Cool. So I've been going through the process of getting getting a substitute certificate in the state of Missouri. When I did go through like this contract or whatever, like I finally got everything good, situated, whatever. Basically found out that a lot of the elementary schools that they send teachers to were either not accepting, or they were not on their list to send teachers to, or their school started entirely, or not started entirely, but they start at the same time that my son's school starts, which is like, I had to drop him off. I can only drop him off at 7:45, and these schools were like, okay, you gotta like be here at 7:50, so it wasn't going to work, right? So then I took up this middle school job that was close to my house. Granted, I don't get there at 7:50. The latest I get there is like maybe like 7:54, 7:55, but they are fine with that as long as I'm there before 8 o'clock when school actually starts, which is cool. Okay, fine, cool. But I go to this middle school. I don't know if I went into going into this middle school with higher expectations because it's a magnet school or whatever, but the school is crazy. There are a lot of teacher turnover, like teachers quitting, teachers don't want to come back, teachers not wanting to be there, a lot of high substitute turnover rate because these kids are different. And that's all I really can say. They're not, for the most part, most of the kids are not bad. I won't say that they are bad. They're not bad, but they are in an environment where they endure a lot of yelling, or a lot of teachers just yelling at them and not trying to get to know them. And me coming in as a sub does not make it any better because I'm only there for a day. Like I'm only there for like an hour with these kids or whatever. So like it's not like I can implement in any real thing. I just try. This whole week has been me trying to get to know the kids better, like trying to like pick up on who these kids are, because this is the building that I'm going to be subbing in. Literally halfway during the week, I was like, really like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave. It's just a lot. I'm really trying to say like, okay, give it the benefit of the doubt, or just ride it out for the rest of the school year, you know, or whatever. But these kids know, like, there are certain things that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to break up a fight. I'll call somebody to break up a fight, but I don't want, like, that, no. And, like, Friday, I had some kids tell me, like, yeah, we've gone through a bunch of subs over here. You know, when these kids are bunch of subs and teachers, when they come in and they start yelling at us and we figure out we don't like them, we get rid of them. And I was like, whoa, okay. But for the most part, they, you know, they are kids, but it's also a struggle as a sub to have to come into a classroom where you don't know what they're working on, you don't know where they are, and are expected to implement a curriculum or to create a lesson for them to do. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know if my thought process of subbing is a little outdated, but I feel like if I'm coming in to sub for your classroom, you should have like a lesson plan, or you should have something for these children to do. So like some of the classes they had something for them to do, like to work on or whatever, but to be quite honest, it was lackluster, to say the least. Like, it's not enough to fill an hour class. So then I'm like, okay, well, then I'm trying to like have discussions and conversations with y'all to see like, where's your head space at, where's your mind space, like where's your mind at, in order to like build a connection with you. Like, I've built connections with some of these kids and I've only been there 5 days, like where they see me in the hallways, they stop to talk to me, or they'll come up to me. Now granted, some of the connections are not great connections, and there's a lot of puberty going on, and I am not the typical I'm not the typical middle school teacher. So like a lot of the teachers that work there, you know, are older, or they may not be shaped like mine or whatever, and so like their hormones are raging. They're looking at my body like, oh, okay. And so there's like, I have to create like this distance. Like literally yesterday, some 14-year-old was like, look, listen, my friend likes you, he 14, but like you could wait 4 years, and you know, I think y'all should hook up. Sir, if you don't get away from me and go sit down and eat lunch, like, no, it's inappropriate and it's not right. But it's just like, okay, everything is sexualized at this point. So that's work. So by the time I get home and I have to do an outdoor workout and it's late and I'm trying to decompress from work and coming home or whatever, and then having to go get BJ now at 5:30, like my evenings are spent, I spend most of my day at work. I'm not pulling out a camera at work. I don't trust these kids. Well, it's not that I don't trust anybody, but like, you go into a classroom, you don't have locks or whatever. So there's that. So I've been dealing with that aspect along with the mental aspect of food and the weight loss journey, right? So during this week, I increased my calories. While I was calorie counting towards the beginning of the week, I increased my calories to like 2,200 calories a day doing reverse dieting, because my body thinks that I should only consume like 1,600 calories a day to lose numbers on a scale. Granted, my body has changed, it looks definitely different, but the numbers on the scale is triggering. But I was like, okay, I need more calories than this, because I burn way more calories than this in both of my workouts and just normal day-to-day activities. So like, I'm getting headaches, I'm tired all the time, or I just don't seem motivated. I just don't feel like myself. And then towards the end of the week, it became, I don't want to track calories. I don't want to do anything that forces me to micromanage every little thing that goes into my body. Granted, I want to make sure, not necessarily make sure, but I want to see like what a serving size is to get that mindset in my head. So I've still been like measuring out food, but I'll look at it and be like, okay, this is a serving size, but I may want a little bit more, so I'll give myself a little bit more, or I may take away some. Like, instead of just being restricted to, oh, you have to eat just a serving size, sometimes I want more than just that little serving size. But or there's sometimes that I don't want as much that comes in a serving size. I'm trying to reprogram my thoughts to not think that I constantly have to track something in order to eat it. So I just wanted to get out of that mindset of like, hey, I have to eat all, like, to micromanage how I eat. It's not being helpful to my mental process. And granted, I love those who can have like higher calorie days where you eat Dunkin' Donuts or you eat this, but like my mindset, because it's hard being someone who goes into weight loss in their adult life versus who's always had to deal with weight loss, like, or their weight in general. Like, I used to sneak eat because I didn't want anybody to watch me eat or see me eat. So the fact that I am trying to get out of eating, like, I actually like eating in public places, like going out to eat, enjoying company with others, eating food intimately is very strange to me. Like, and what I mean by intimately, like where it's, let's say, me and my significant other sitting at a table eating together, that's strange. Or even sometimes like with me and my kids, like I noticed that I would eat while I'm making their food, and then when it's time for them to eat, they're sitting at the table eating and I'm sitting here but I'm not eating anything. So I'm trying to break mental stigmas that I already have in my mind. So that has been a struggle. But like on top of all that, I just found myself this week, and I know it's because I'm PMSing, and that's when my food, like I want to eat all the food, but I'm not really hungry per se. But I find myself struggling to figure out what I'm going to eat, or having to put this thought process in my mind that, oh, you're not supposed to have this, oh, you can't have this, don't touch this, da da da. But my taste palette is changing. So like things that I used to love that are like sweeter or whatever, I don't want, but I'm tending to navigate my way into like salty stuff. So then I'm drinking a gallon of water, so I know that the water is like, and the salt with the water is holding on, bloating, all that other stuff. And just being a female in general with weight loss, it's like, it's triggering. But it's just, I'm trying to reconstruct my thoughts, and so along with that, I had to give up the counting calories, the Weight Watcher things. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it at some point, but right now it's just not good for my mental health, so I'm moving away from it. You tiptoeing? Oh, you got a partner with you. Hello. Thing one and thing two. Okay, sorry about that. My kids came in to get some food and I let them. But yeah, so I basically stopped doing calorie counting, tracking the food for my mental health. I gotta figure out some things within me. Like, it's already hard enough that my body does not send hunger signals. It has not sent hunger signals until I recently started just randomly eating earlier, which is crazy, right? Like, you get hungry, like you know that after you burned out an extended amount of energy or whatever, that at some point your body should tell you like, hey sis, I'm hungry, which is why I have moments where I could barely eat anything, like nothing, and then there are days where I want to eat everything. My body doesn't know a middle ground, and that's sad because I'm 36. We should know a middle ground. Granted, you have people who constantly eat because their body tells them that they're hungry, or in their mind they think that they're hungry, and that's because they're just used to eating like all the time. That's not me either. I don't eat all the time, but I do eat when I'm stressed, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, or whatever. And then when I get into those moments of binge eating, my mind doesn't tell myself, hey, you're full, hey, this is uncomfortable, hey, stop. It's more so like, oh, no, eat some more of that, or eat this, eat that. And it's just continuing to, I walk away now, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not gonna eat anything else. But it's not a healthy place to be in. Like, granted, I've lost weight doing Weight Watchers in the beginning, like back in like 2008 when I did Weight Watchers, and it was more so like everything had points, but you calculated your own points. So it wasn't like you had like a little fancy little thing app or whatever that calculated your points for you. No, you had like a calculator thing that you put in certain bits and pieces, and it would give you a point. And I'm looking back, like I try to remember back to when I first did Weight Watchers, and I want to say I was still eating all of the things. Now granted, instead of getting a foot long from Subway or something like that, I might have done like a 6-inch, did baked chips instead of regular chips. But I still was like eating, but I was like running at that point, but I wasn't doing so much movement as I am now. I lost weight, but like legit, I was working out and it would be like, okay, every morning you'll do like a 30-minute run before work or something like that, and then sometimes I may walk outside or whatever, or I'll do like 45 minutes on my Wii Fit. But like I wasn't dedicating so much of my life to working out. I was working in a daycare facility. I didn't have a tracker that tracked my workouts. I didn't see how many calories I was burning or whatever. And I lost the weight. But guess what? I put the weight back on. As soon as I got to a weight that I was like, okay, cool. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start eating what I want to eat again. Like the things didn't stick. It didn't carry over. And then I gained some weight back. Granted, I've never gained back all of the weight, but like I gained some weight back. Then I was like, oh, I'll be vegetarian, I'll be vegan, I'll be this, I'll do low carb, I'll do this. And it was just like, okay, one diet fad thing after another, and then I'll stop for a couple of months, eat whatever I wanted to eat, and then gain the weight back and be like, let me try this. And it's just like, I want to be at a place where I eat the food and it be okay. Like, I don't, like, it's crazy. I don't want to eat this because I don't know how many calories is in it. Or like babe made me a smoked turkey leg or whatever, right? And I ate on it for days simply because even though I saw in the calorie counting thing, they gave me a certain thing or whatever, like I guesstimate the calories, but it was just like, I don't know if this is accurate or not, so I'm not going to consume so much of it because I can't honestly see the calories. And to be quite honest, if we're really being real, everything is estimation. Like, granted, you can get somebody that says like, okay, it's this amount of calories in this and this and this, and then kind of weigh it, and based off whatever they say the weight is, the weight could be off or whatever. And then so life is, you're just really guesstimating your calories. And I just would rather see what all I'm eating in a day, and then see where like the triggering lies, like what triggers me to eat this, or how did I do better on this day by doing this, how did I handle my emotions when it came to eating food. I think those are better options for me currently than to be like, okay, I had 535 calories today for breakfast and I had 25 grams of protein. Like, I still would eat more protein based things. I don't know if I'm gonna be like super like hard on myself about weighing out vegetables or whatever, like your greens or whatever. I might just say like, you know, 2 handfuls or whatever. I don't know, but that's where I'm at right now. Instead of drawing it all out for y'all, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see y'all next week, where hopefully I have been doing better at vlogging than I was this week. Okay, last thing before I let y'all go, quick little haul, because I went to Target, and Target tells you what you need and not what you thought you wanted it to get. So none of this stuff was on my list, but I got it. These flapjack cups. I've never had this chocolate chip and maple one. I've had the s'mores one, which was really good. They were like $1.89 a piece. They were marked down, so I went ahead and got these. Interested to try this one. I got some Oreos because I love Oreos. I actually been staying away from Oreos because whole calorie counting thing. I didn't think I deserved Oreos, but you always deserve Oreos. Lemon Oreos are my favorite because they are golden Oreos, and I love a good golden Oreo. But when I do my cakes in a cup using the Kodiak cakes flapjack and waffle mix, I normally put 1 Oreo into the cake mix, and it tastes really good. So I got the buttermilk one, and then I got the almond poppy seed. I believe I had the almond poppy seed flavor in the cup form. Yeah, I did, which was really good. I've never had the buttermilk one, but I think you could like spice this one up, sort of. Basically, these are 14 grams per serving. If you look at the calories, it's 190 calories for a serving size, and has more protein in this than this one does, and it's mainly because they add stuff to these cup ones to make them taste better, but mainly they add, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's sugar or some kind of sweetener. It's normally at the top. Yeah, like this one, the second ingredient or third ingredient is cane sugar, and this one, the third ingredient is maple syrup. So they sweeten it with some kind of sweetener, which you could tell because the total sugars are like 3 grams with like 2 added sugars, versus these, they are like, I don't know if you guys can see, 16 grams or 14 added, so that's why. So I think I made the cakes before, but in case I haven't, all you need to do is put like a teaspoon of your favorite sweetener in here and you'll be fine, and then add your other add-ons. So yeah, okay, now I'm gone. Hope you guys have a great, amazing rest of your week. Hope everything is inspiring. I love you guys, and as always, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, what are you doing? It's free. If you like seeing these type of videos where I divulge my life entirely for you guys, then you know, hey, hit that red subscribe button. It's down there. All you gotta do is click it. Click to be a part of the team. Click the bell next to it to be notified of every time I upload a video for your viewing pleasure. And yeah, until next time, you guys. Bye.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what is going